Okay, so you didn't have like the formal training, but eventually, did you start training with anybody on a regular basis, or how did
No,
that?
so yeah, so like I didn't really like I kind of just got thrown in the ring after, and we could touch that in a minute, but like I've never had like training day with somebody to teach me. Specifically with that goal in mind. Now there's been plenty of times, I've taken advantage of situations and just been like, talk to me, tell me everything you know. Like, but I give credit, and I mean, and it's funny. I give credit to John Phoenix for training me. Uh, I was already 3 years, 2 years. I'd already been working for 2 years before I even met John Phoenix.
Oh wow, okay,
But I give him credit just because he's just my dude. Like I'm a loyal guy, anyways. Like and John's just he's one of my best friends to this day, and I give him credit because he helped open doors for me that nobody else was willing to.
and that's huge. Now I also saw Jason Cross and Rick Michaels listed. Do you know why that is, or what story is there?
Well, so Jason Cross and John Phoenix for a long time were synonymous with each other. Uh, and it's funny just because, like, yeah, I mean, we're talking 20 years ago. I spoke to all three of those guys today.
Wow,
Like, yeah, it's like I said, I'm almost loyal to a fault, but like, if you're my dude, you're my dude. And but Cross Cross is one of those guys that Phoenix would open doors, but I don't know if you remember Jason Cross from the TNA days, but he was the guy doing shooting star leg drops, which still to this day doesn't make sense to me. Like that's not a
crazy
thing.
athletic,
Yeah,
crazy
like
athletic.
it's not. I always say because we came up in the wild side, and we'll touch on that. But like Cross was a better athlete than AJ Styles ever was.
Wow.
AJ just wanted it more. AJ got it more in his brain than Cross did. But if we're talking just athletically gifted, Jason Cross was superior, and it wasn't even close. And then Rick was one of those guys that he ran the Wild Side school. And once I finally broke in there, he really took me under his wing. Rick taught me a ton. Uh, not so much holds or but the psychological side of things. Rick helped me out a lot, and Rick still helps me out a lot with stuff. I'll call him with crazy ideas. Plus, he does great gear. He's one of those guys that when I have a crazy idea for gear, I'll touch base with him to see if it's even a possibility or if I'm if I'm fantasy booking how things are sewn.
Hey, there's a tip for aspiring wrestlers. If you want to get gear, there's someone to seek out.
Yes, yes, and House Show Gear on Facebook. He's my current guy. Rick's busy doing famous people stuff. Rick does like the Charlotte Flares, and he does a bunch of those. He did Flair's robe or Rick Flair's robe for the last match.
Oh wow.
He yeah, he does all our Cardona and Brian Myers gear. I mean, his list is insane, and he gets pretty bogged down with those guys. But the guy that does my gear, House Show Gear on Facebook, his name's Adrian Hawkins. I actually trained him to wrestle. Uh, just incredible, incredible. And him and Rick talk, and especially when I come up with crazy, wacky ideas. So that's they're a good combo to have when I need them.